This pain was never random. It wasn't meaningless, and it wasn't sent to break you. Every moment you questioned yourself, every season where progress felt invisible, every night you carried weight no one saw, none of it was ignored. It was shaping you. There were times you held on when letting go would have been easier, times you stayed honest when shortcuts promised faster relief, times you stayed kind when bitterness felt justified. You weren't being delayed, you were being prepared. Prepared for a level of clarity, stability, and fulfillment that requires depth, because what's ahead of you cannot be carried by a shallow version of you. You had to learn endurance without applause, faith without certainty, strength without validation. You had to discover who you were when things didn't work out, when people didn't stay, when prayers felt unanswered. That's where your foundation was built, quietly, slowly, honestly. You learned discernment through disappointment. You learned patience through waiting. You learned resilience by walking through pain instead of avoiding it. And yes, it hurt. It hurt because growth always does. You outgrew versions of yourself that would have sabotaged what's coming. You outgrew needing approval. You outgrew confusing attention with value. You outgrew chasing things that cost you your peace. The version of you from the past couldn't have handled what you're about to step into. You needed to become someone who could receive without fear, hold success without guilt, and enjoy stability without expecting loss. That's why the pressure felt so intense. That's why the lessons repeated until they stuck. Not because you were failing, but because you were becoming ready. Ready for opportunities that don't drain you. Ready for relationships that don't require you to shrink. Ready for a life that feels aligned instead of forced. And when it arrives, you won't run from it. You won't doubt it. You won't feel undeserving, because you've already survived what was shaping you. The exhaustion you feel now isn't defeat, it's transition. It's the signal that something is shifting, the final stretch before release. So don't quit here. Don't minimize what you've endured. Don't call your strength luck or your survival nothing. It all mattered. Every choice made at a cost. Every time you stood up again. Every time you chose hope over bitterness. This pain wasn't random. It was preparation. And now you're standing at the edge of the season that makes it all make sense. You don't need to rush. You don't need to prove anything. Just be present, be open, be willing to receive, because what's next isn't accidental, it's earned through becoming. And you are ready.